Previously on Adurna.
It might be important for reasons that you may not even know yourself that you meet Rickard, but I am sending someone with you. Cody, this is the man that you have to take. You have to go to him, you have to find him, and you have to bring him back. He will not be easy to find, it's a big city. He's in Omiridarr. You are to find a man named Forrest, and he will know where Rickard is.
It would be in your interest to keep me on your friendly side, Cody.
Things are going great. You feel like you're almost at the point, and you ride headlong into a clutch of pigmen. Your horse is dead.
Yeah. I can say, Cody, we need to get out of here right now. There could be more coming. Let's just get out of here. Let's go. You ride, I'll follow. Just don't go too far. We'll go together. Let's go.
You're only maybe an hour or so's ride from Omiridarr on horse. Mm-hmm. If you were to spend any longer than that, if there's only one of you would get there in that time. If you were to try and ride the horse as well, it would take considerably longer. Mm-hmm. And if you were to try and walk along behind you, would he would get far ahead of you if he was trying to make good time.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Can I use my survival craft to try to make some kind of cart, or is there any wood nearby? Can I do some of that, do you think, or some way to help me go there?
Go ahead and make a survival check to see what's around
you. 11.
Okay, so you have a look around at the sort of remnants of this camp, and you think you probably could fashion something that would be able to drag behind a horse if you had time. Mm-hmm. But it would take you a good couple of hours to fashion anything that was going to be useful.
Would I know that basically my situation here? So I know that we're going to be a delay. I can't go on a horse as well. It's going to cost more time. Would I, in my knowledge of the route, know that would it be saving time to make this, or would it be a case of that? I know that I want to get there fast. Is it going to be in my benefit to make this, or should I just start running and just go?
You know that it would take you a long time to both try and hobble your way there together with this cart. Yeah. And you sort of think to yourself,
I want to get there. Yeah.
Do I really need to go?
Yeah. What I do is, so it's an hour's ride.
An hour and a half.
Alright, what I do is I stop wasting time and I just tell, let's just start going in that direction. We just start moving in that direction, I would say.
Okay, together?
I would say so, yeah. What would I say at what's at a pace I can maintain? How long would it take us to get there?
Maybe 4 hours.
4 hours, and if it's on his, it's going to be 2 hours.
I mean, you're both injured.
Yeah.
Quite badly.
Yeah.
Your legs hurt. It's going to take you a long time to get there.
Okay.
I mean,
what do you think?
My legs are technically fine. More of my head trauma. So.
Yeah. Well, what about we take turns then?
I mean, your head trauma is
we swap out.
If you're dizzy and your head trauma, I mean, that would slow you down quite a bit as well. One of you on a horse would get you there quick.
I'll tell you. Alright, Cody, what do you want to do here? We need to get there. I think staying in Soros is dangerous. I can understand we need to rest, but right now this is not the place to rest.
Agreed. God, I don't know what to do here, man. How close are you to death?
I'm feeling bad, but I know that it's badder to stay here.
10 out of 10, what would you be?
I'd be 4.
4, okay.
I know that
we're close to it.
We're hurting, but if you think about it this way, the Forrest, where's pigmen here, where more will come. We need to go.
But I mean, if one of us doesn't go, one of us is definitely going to die. But together, we'll both die.
We don't know that. I tell you what, what I say is, you get on the horse and you start making your way there, and I'll just keep going behind. And I'll point him in a direction. I'll say, you need to keep going this way. You need to maintain here. I said, I need to get you. I don't care if I go down. I need to get you to Omiridarr. That is my mission. I need to get you there. The only issue I know is that if you get there without me, how will you know where the Lord is? I need to be there with you.
Right. I could probably fight them out myself, but you're right. It would be great if you were to come along. I guess we just both go together.
Yeah. So what I'll say is that in that case, pardon? Yeah, I'll say that I'm just literally gonna start getting my stuff, get what I need. And just
Can
literally.
we, your rations, does that add any food? Like, does that add any HP to us?
No, it's just a case of like if you went too long.
We would need to do a short rest to heal up. Hit dice. Do I have hit dice myself?
Yeah.
So could we technically take like, what's the minimum rest we could do to retain hit points? An hour.
Fuck it, I honestly think if we don't do anything to help ourselves heal, we're just gonna die anyway, so...
Okay.
I'm happy to do a rest.
Well, what I see is that we've already saved time by going through the forest. An hour could probably help us. Okay.
On a side note, can I just do lay on hands, 1 point left? I'm just going to do it for myself. So now I'll go back up to 4, and then we'll go on that rest.
What I'm going to do is, can I again do a survival check to maybe make it more safer? Like, can we try to get up the trees so we're not just sitting down here? Or
Sure,
is it a case
yeah,
that
you can-
I'm just trying to think we get off the path, keep higher up.
If you want to make an athletics check to climb the trees, then you can do that.
Would I be able to like maybe craft a ramp for Cody to see if he it would help him get up higher?
Sorry, I just can't keep.
Sorry, Soros.
Yeah.
Alright, so athletics checks. 12 plus my modifier, which is 2, and I'm proficient in it, so 16.
Okay.
I don't think I'm proficient. I've just got a 14.
I'll say both helping each other. You manage to get up into a tree. You don't get particularly high, but you get up into a tree.
Okay. And then we rest.
I would say we just take an hour.
We take an hour.
What I'll do is, do I have like any gears? I'm just maybe like secure myself to this tree, just to make sure I don't fall out in that. Or sure.
I'll say you got
Cool. Yeah, I just secure myself and I'll try to heal.
You're not falling asleep. You're
Yeah.
just having a rest.
Right. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
So you can go ahead and use some hit dice if you want.
What do we need?
Your paladin thing will tell you how many hit dice you've got.
What about for you?
For you,
1d10 per level, which is 1.
I would say you've probably got 2d6.
7. That was good.
10.
Nice.
Can I go higher than what my already rate is?
No.
Alright, so I'd just be going back up to 11. Worth it!
So your
Leave back up to
still
11.
expended.
Yeah.
It's like you've not had a long rest.
Yeah, that's fine. What a waste of a thing. But I wasn't to know I was going to get a 10.
So what I'll say is during the short rest then, we have this hour, what I'm doing is I'm keeping an eye out, but I'm just making some idle chatter. Just like, how are you okay? Like,
I mean,
was
half
that,
that,
yeah,
you know.
how are you okay? How were you in that battle?
Quite poor, it would appear. I'm an old man. I'm not as spry as I used to be, it would appear.
I am so sorry that I should know better.
Yeah, what happened there?
I'm sorry. I just wasn't focusing. She gave me this mission and it's so important to me. I need to, I can't, like, this is my chance. I need to do this. And
Why?
it's so difficult. I know I can do more, and I want to be able to prove myself to her. And she trusts me with these tasks, and I can't let her down. And this is. And he looks around. This is the first time that they've given me a serious task, and I can't go back empty-handed. I can't let this be my reputation. I've got to be able to prove myself, and this is my chance. And I'm very thankful that you're obviously here with me and that you can help me. And I know this is crazy because I'm meant to be your guide, and I know I'm meant to be helping you here, but you had my back up there, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Can I do a bluff check?
A bluff check?
Yeah.
Oh, insight, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's that one?
Wisdom, I think.
Insight, yeah. It's insight is wisdom, yeah.
Okay. I do an 18. I do an 18. Is he telling the truth? Is he being honest?
Oh, do I roll for it? Or... Pardon?
Were you?
Yeah, I'm being honest, yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to be like suddenly.
No, it's fine. Yeah, you don't know me. Yeah.
I don't know you, man. This
And then
people do this all the time.
And after that, I just say like, "What's your actual name?"
This is the point where I just go, It's definitely Cody now, is it? As Soros, Old Fire.
Soros. I'm
The horse is still called Cody.
Cody Udamadi? Cody Udamadi, is it?
Close. Udamdi.
Udamdi. And I'd say it's nice to formally meet you. And then I'll do a...
I do one of my famous nods.
Nice. Are you okay to go?
It would appear my head trauma has disappeared. I'm back to my old self.
Okay.
And are you well,
I'm
Cody?
good. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm eager to go. Let's
Let's
get out of this area.
let's go.
Just,
should we make this cart?
I don't know if we'll have time now, to be honest. Okay, we've already wasted an hour. We need to just start moving.
How long would it be without the cart?
About 4 hours.
So
it'll take how many hours to make the cart?
an hour, you said.
About
2 hours.
You said an hour last time.
I'm saying 2 now.
Why?
Even
We're not fully
with
healed.
his help.
We're actually
I said
okay.
2 hours.
we're both able to help.
I
You
said-
lied.
Okay.
I said 2 hours.
So
I
both-
asked a bluff check on the DM.
both of us working together, it'll take 2 hours to make. It'll take me 4 hours on foot to get there. With the cart, realistically, it'll have
Is
that.
that less so now? Because 4 hours we were quite injured then.
No.
And you had leg trauma, which is, you said we had leg trauma.
Mm-hmm. No. It's still take you 3-4 hours. depending.
So it'll basically save us an hour.
Oh, if you made the cart?
Yeah.
If you made the cart, you could probably go a little bit faster with the horse. So it would take you maybe 2 hours to get there. So I mean, it probably wouldn't make much difference either way, because you would have to spend the time making the cart as well. So.
That sounds...
Are we making the cart? Or
I think I can do it.
let's make a cart. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
fuck it, let's
It's
do
a
it.
bonding experience.
Yeah?
We make a cart.
Roll a...
Oh, actually, sorry, before we do this, I'm just being ahead of myself. What I want to do before we leave the treetops, I want to do another perception check just to make sure there's nothing around. I forgot to say that before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I also?
Why did you roll twice?
I have advantage on perception checks.
Ah, with sight, yeah. Go for it.
Hearing or sight. Yeah, so I got 18... 23.
Cool. Yeah, as far as you can see, there's nothing.
Perfect. In that case, I'll jump down and I'll start gathering materials.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'll be like, this is what I want to do, we'll create it here, we'll get this cart and it'll drag us behind.
Bring out the blueprints.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Minority report.
I'm gonna have you roll a straight intelligence check.
Can he assist me with this, or just me
I'm
to
gonna
like
have
how
you
I'll
roll-
make
you roll
it? Yeah.
first.
A D20, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
6.
And I'm gonna have Soros roll a dexterity check to see how helpful you are.
Ooh, sorry.
I'll move this so you can roll it. 2.
2.
And you rolled a what?
I rolled
And actually, I get a disadvantage. So
I rolled 6.
and I was straight up 1.
A 6.
6.
It's harder than you thought it was going to be to get it to attach to the horse and stay
The horse
together
runs away,
once it gets pulled along. And actually, you quickly exhaust all the available materials that you've got.
So we don't do it.
To actually build this thing. So
How long do you
you
waste?
spend about an hour like trying to make it work, and it doesn't work.
Okay. We need to just go. We can't waste any more time.
Yeah, I guess I agree.
We're 2 hours away on horseback. Can we attempt a bit with the horse now, both of us, or do you think that would be a bit
Yeah,
much?
we've got to stay together,
Yeah.
so just let's both get on the horse.
So you both get on the horse.
Yeah, at a decent pace.
Okay.
I'm just like, if anyone asks, the horse has died in battle. We didn't ride it to death.
We did not ride a basket of pigs.
A basket of pigs.
And the horse gets the cold and dies.
That's final roll. Sorry, I did it. Okay, I'm gonna roll that again because it slid down the paper and became a natural 1, which isn't good for you. So I'm gonna roll it again for you. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna say yes. The horse can take you both, and it can take you all the way, but
It
it's
won't be
gonna
able to
slow
inside.
as hell.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be able to like run from anything or towards anything or anything like that. And it will be in bad shape by the time it gets to the city.
We can get more horses when we're out.
I would say with both of you riding it, it would take you the better part of 3 hours. It's not quite up to 3 hours. But
That's fine.
That's fine.
So by the time you arrive there, it's morning.
Yeah.
And so you just come out of the woods and see the great white wall of Omiridarr and the sort of the skyline of the city above it as the sun is cresting up over it. You think, actually, it's quite nice to see it like that. You know, maybe it was worth it after all. It wasn't.
If only there was some kind of cart.
I'm gonna go for a pee. And
Pee
then-
check.
I feel like that was the. I'm going next for a break.
God, what a...
I feel like that was the right decision. See, Tom's natural instinct is to leave me behind. Do you want me to go?
I was just thinking, like, would Cody just be like, listen, you need to go, that's the mission. I don't know. But you
that's
both made it, that's what kind
the thing.
We're fully healed as well, so that's a good thing.
But hey, there's no wrong way to do it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. God, that was so fucking intense.
I can't believe it.
A fucking car, that's so fucking annoying. I thought I was like fucking for sure. That's so fucking annoying.
I'm gonna make a tea. You don't want a caffeine?
No, unfortunately I cannot have caffeine. No. Danny is a little bitch.
Cody? Alright, I'll do it for you. I'm going to make a decision for you here. Okay, so you come out of the woods finally, and your horse is foaming at the mouth and like just like wheezing, and you decide at this point you might as well. You know, one of you could get off if you wanted to give it a bit of a rest because you're pretty much there. And you can see some of the outlying buildings and farmsteads and things like that are surrounding the city. And the city itself is the sort of backdrop, the big, massive white walls. And there's the gate off to the left-hand side.
Can my sorry, I'm just thinking of the horse. Can my animal handling do anything to help it?
Nothing important.
Can I give it a pet?
Sure.
I pet the horse
Okay.
for 7 points
Of what?
and 9 points. So
Of what?
I pet the horse for 9.
You pet the horse for 9. Okay. The horse feels 9 petted.
9 times.
What was it saying? I was describing the city. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the main prominent feature you can see is this large white building, which you assume to be the monolith. It looks like a big sort of castle, I guess, but there are no parapets or turrets or anything like that. It's just a big smooth sort of cube, basically, with these kind of what look like just black lines that go all the way around the perimeter of it, and divide it into sort of smaller segments. It just looks like a big Rubik's cube, basically, but it's all white. And it sits on a hill overlooking the rest of the city, which is all sprawled out. And it is a massive city. It's huge. And it's sort of enveloping this sort of surrounding farmland and everything like that. So it's sort of slowly expanding out and out and out and being built up. So it doesn't take you long to get to the outskirts of the city, and you start seeing people milling about and sort of farmers getting up for the day and going to their fields, and people herding animals around, and carts sort of that you can see again over where the road would have come out from the woods and sort of curved round, and there's a fair bit of traffic on that coming up to the portcullis of the main city. So as you make your way forward, you sort of come into slowly make your way into denser and denser crowds of people. You're not in like the main sort of bustling streets or anything like that. At this point, Cody turns to you and indicates that he can take the horse to the stable master, and you can give him your token, and you can go on and find who you need to find and do what you need to do, and then he can make his way back from there, or secure your other horses and things. So Cody, if you want to do that, then you can do that.
I'll do whatever needs to be helpful.
I say, no, Cody, we did not push you to the end of the brink of death, and I did not wait for you so that you could deliver the horse. You're staying with me, so I
just walk away.
I murder the horse.
If you want to, you can just try and persuade him to stay with you. It's up to you.
I say, well, can I persuade him that I'll chum him to the horseman,
Sure. Yeah.
stable master.
Persuade me.
Alright.
Natural 20.
I mean, you don't see any harm in that. So. I mean, you know that he needs to. You figure that on your way there, you can tell him what he needs to know to find the guy that he needs to find and stuff like that.
Okay, so I've done my duty. Okay.
And you're sort of just going to wait.
Yeah.
At the
So
stables.
I've got horses. I'm waiting for him to come back. I'm basically prepping them for the Lord and him, and hopefully myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm still going on my dog.
I thought you were going with the stable, to him with the stable.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, cool.
Are you going with me?
Yeah.
I'm just be like, it's okay. Go ahead. We've already wasted so much time. I can deal with these horses. I've got the token. I'll meet you at this stable with fresh horses soon. Go find Rickard. Go find Lord
At least
Astro.
he's still doing something. Okay, I'll allow it.
You'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Cody.
All right, so you make your way into the, towards the city and greater, and you come upon the huge, pearly white gate with the portcullis that's above you, and make your way inside. There is a distinct angel presence in this city. All of the guards are in gleaming silver armor and blue sashes, just like the angels that fought you in the forest. And there are many angels and other races: Kondar, Yolith, Marans, Gwyrtoth even, walking around in the city. And there's the odd Bernice that you see, not many, but you see a few of them. And a few Thinecranes as well you see wandering around. But there's a very distinct angel presence here. They seem to have a monopoly on the sort of policing of this city, which you notice as you come up to the gate.
Thinecrane lives matter.
And the gate guard is sort of just, again, there's lots of people coming into the city and lots of people leaving. They're just keeping a general eye out for anyone that they think is suspicious or anything like that. And as they see a sort of gritty, grizzled old Thinecrane guy, they don't really think much of him, so they don't particularly notice you as you pass, unless you want to be noticed.
Not yet. Okay, so where am I just now, sorry? I'm
Just coming into the main gate of the city.
Oh, the city. Okay, well, I'm going to the monolith, correct? Alright, well, I make my way to the monolith.
Okay, just make.
I mean, I can see it. I don't have to ask for directions or anything, right?
You can, from most places in the city, you can see the monolith, and so you can get a general idea of how to. And a lot of the streets are lined in a way that they sort of naturally progress towards the centre, and that's where the monolith is. And you find your way there relatively easily. It doesn't take you too long to get there, although it is a large city. You can walk there, within about half an hour.
Okay, is there anyone following me? Can I do a perception check to see if anyone's following me?
Go ahead.
11, and do I get a modifier?
Perception's wisdom.
I don't.
11. Everyone is following you. You haven't been in a city for a very long time, especially not one this size, and you start to feel that even if someone was tailing you in this crowd, you maybe wouldn't be able to tell. This is very much not your place.
Okay.
As you make your way up to the monolith, you see it is much larger than you thought it was from a distance. It is absolutely colossal, and when you come up to it, you can't really see around it or past it or anything like that. It's just, it takes up your whole vision as you come
Is it like the Colosseum?
It's entirely a different shape, but it's about the
But yeah, but like
sort
that kind of
size.
scale, like kind
Yeah.
of all. Okay.
But it's about twice the height.
Okay.
And you can see that there's a sort of a natural ramp in the ground that comes up, almost like sort of Edinburgh Castle type, that comes up to like a an entrance to the monolith, and there are a few people sort of making their way up and down there, and they're all very finely dressed, and they all seem to be noble, or they all seem to be businessmen or something like that. And you feel very much out of place in this part of the city.
Can I change into common clothes? I do have common clothes.
Just in the street.
Just in the street. I've not been in a city in a while. I do not know the standard practices.
If you want to, then yes. I don't see why not.
I change into common clothes.
Just right where you are.
Right where I am.
Okay.
Wait, no, I don't. I go in an alley. Is there an alley?
Yeah, you can probably find somewhere. In fact, make an investigation check.
8. Plus
Intelligence.
8. No, actually, it's 7.
Alright. You don't know like where's well travelled and stuff like that. You just find a sort of quiet spot that seems to be quiet for the moment, and you like stand there and you take off your dirty sort of chainmail and your rags that you typically wear or that you've been wearing for a long time, and take out something a bit more fresh from your pack. Although by your standards, it's still not. It's still just peasant clothes, really. Chuck that on, chuck that tunic on, and that's it. That's as good as you can do, really.
Okay. Do I still have my chip? Am I now like, has my armor gone down or anything? Or it has.
Unless you want to have your armor on top of your clothes.
I have it under my clothes. Would chafe a bit, I imagine. But
Yeah.
Eyes over it. I immediately see that I am in a moment of defenselessness, and I change right back into my other clothes.
Okay.
And then I continue on to the monolith.
Yep. As you approach the monolith, everyone who passes you is sort of looking at you very strangely. Like,
They all saw me.
what the hell is this guy doing here? Whether they're Thanecrian, Yolith, Kondar, Gortal, it doesn't matter. Everyone is like just sort of makes a wide berth around you. The crowd just parts around you and then continues to flow. And as you walk up to the gate, or the door to the monolith, and you get there, and there are two sort of guards on either side, two angel guards, and they sort of cross their halberds in front of the door. I mean, that's the resting position, is they've always got them crossed there. As you approach, they sort of look at you, and they don't say anything. They just stand and look at you and wait for you to announce your arrival.
I say, I'm here for Pharisees. I need to speak to Pharisees. Is that how you say his name? Pharisees.
Oh yeah? What do you want with a stoneborn?
I'm here on behalf of Lady... I can do it somewhere. Clarette of Ebonhearth.
Right. Okay. And he sort of leans into his friend and says, "You wait here, I'll go and get the steward." And the other one's like, "Yeah, all right." And he goes on inside, and comes back a short while later with a Yolith man, a tall.
Hold on. Yolith? Hold on.
And this man is wearing long black robes. They're very, very simple, but he is wearing a chain, a golden chain around his neck with a very big key on it.
I steal the key. No, go on.
And he comes out and he's sort of got his hands clasped at his chest like this. Yes. You're here to see Pharisees, is that correct?
Correct.
And may I ask what your business is with the mage?
My business is with Pharisees.
Let's see. Yes, well, if I'm to permit you inside the monolith, I will need to know what your intentions are.
To talk to him.
I will send him out to you if he is so inclined.
That's fine.
May I ask who is calling for him?
Ambassador for Lady Claret of Ebonhearth.
And is there a name I should give for yourself? Or are you just a messenger?
My name is Cody.
Cody. Very well. And he turns around and goes back inside. And the two angels are sort of just eyeing you suspiciously while you wait. And you do wait for some time.
Like how long?
Well, it depends. Would you like to do something?
I'll just rest. Like, can I get my healing hands back?
Long rest.
That'll be a
maybe
long
8
rest,
hours. You know,
Well, is it 8 hours? I don't know.
no, you wait maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
And you see the Yolith guy comes back and waves the angels to uncross their thing. And they do. Master Forrest has consented to see you. Right this way, to you. And he says, but he turns to you and says, please do not touch anything. With me, and walks ahead of you.
I touch him.
Do you?
touches without him seeing. Touches Rose without him seeing me.
Roll a stealth check.
What's that dexterity part? I better roll a 20.
This could be quite
17. So 16?
16. Doesn't know.
Just touch him with it. God, that's so stupid.
He doesn't notice.
Can we put the copy in?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want it?
Please. Oh man. Oh, it's the small things. Sorry. It's this really uppity guy just said, don't touch anything. The first thing I do is just touch him.
He rolled a 2, so.
Oh.
Hey baby, we're back one more time for Adurna. Man, we had such a laugh recording this bit here. I had to cut out so much of me laughing just at my own joke of touching that guy's cloak. That's going to be a reoccurring thing, I suspect, for old Soros, but we'll see how we get on. I want to say a big thank you for waiting an extra week on this episode, guys. Thing is, I'm going to change up the schedule so that these episodes come every sort of 2 weeks now. Doing them once a week was totally killing my evenings. And guys, I got to work the 9 till 6, and then I got to do a bunch of edits for other things and other people. So speaking of which, one of them, shameless plug time, I am also a filmmaker, and I just have finished my next short film called Hearts and Minds. If you want to check out the trailer, which we just dropped last Friday, please go to Facebook and search Hearts and Minds and you will find it. In Adurna news, this is the end of the first volume of Odyssey to Omiridarr. We are now going to be moving into the next arc where we finally get to meet all the adventurers I mentioned before in the previous episodes. That includes Eric Van Berlecom, Lewis McLagan, and Erin Fulton. It's going to be great. We can't thank you enough for coming on this journey, guys. And I'm going to let you get back to the story. Just so you know, that Pharisees guy we're all meeting, where I'm just about to meet him right now, super important. Okay, bye.
Yeah, it's got you inside the monolith, and from the inside, it just appears to be like a maze on the inside, like almost like a hive, like the inside of a beehive or something like that. There's loads of different sort of crisscrossing corridors and things like that. and stairways that go up and cross over each other and stuff like that. And it's very chaotic looking on the inside, and you don't know how anyone would find their way around a place like this on their own. And he takes you up a series of steps and down other ones and along corridors and then up other steps and then down a spiral staircase that ends up going up again, and before long you're completely turned around as to how you got in here and what the way out is, and takes you down this quite long corridor and to a door at the end of it, and he turns back to you and says, "Please wait here while I announce your arrival." Turns back, opens the door, closes it behind him, and you just hear muffled voices for a little bit. And he comes back out. Master Pharisees will see you now. And opens the door and says, "Just knock when you're ready to come out." And he stands to the side. Okay. You walk in and you see a very big desk, first of all, with similar looking instruments to the ones that you saw in Lady Astaroth's room, and some other ones that appear to be these orbs on top of rods that are like all adjoined to each other and all seem to rotate around this larger orb, and they're all just slowly rotating at different speeds and different distances from this larger orb, and this is hanging above everything, and there's like a sort of large brass tube that's looking outside of a window, that has like an eyeglass at one end of it, and you're not really sure what that's used for, but that's the most prominent thing in the room, aside from the desk, that there's a very, very old man sitting at. He's all but bald, but he's got a very long and sort of bushy beard that comes to about here. And it's a bushy white beard, very, very white, and big bushy eyebrows as well. And he's also wearing, again, quite simple robes, similar to what the steward was wearing, but his are a more sort of grey colour, and there are bits of brown on it as well. He has a mark under his eye, under his left eye, three black circles that are sort of arranged, two at the top and one underneath, in a sort of triangle formation.
Is that any sort of religious significance?
You know that marks him as a stoneborn.
Right.
All stoneborn have some kind of a mark, who live in cities anyway, have some kind of a mark to distinguish them from other people. But you don't know the significance of that particular mark. You wouldn't, having not been in the city for any time, but you know that you've seen stoneborn before, and you know that typically ones who live in the city have some kind of a mark on their face to indicate that that's what they are. And he's sort of peering into with these large sort of like glass round things on his face that make his eyes look really, really big, and he's sort of got them just perched on his face like this. He's holding onto them, and he's peering into this huge book which is on his desk, and he sort of puts them down and looks up at you and goes, "Ah, yes, you must be the messenger from Lady Astaroth, is that right?"
I say yes.
Yes. Take a seat, my boy. Would you like a drink?
No.
No.
Sorry, I don't know why I said it like no. No, thank you.
What news do you bring?
What was my mission? It's not news I bring. It's need. I need. Lady Claret has asked me to retrieve her brother Rickard, and said that you would know where he would be.
What? Rickard?
Rickard.
Yes. What about him?
Where is he?
Where is he? I would expect he's probably most of the way back to Ebonhearth by now. Just missed him. He left this morning, late last night.
Can I do a check here to see if he's lying?
We can make an insight check if you want.
I'd like to make one. Is this because it took so long to get here? Never mind. I roll a natural 20.
Okay. It's difficult to tell whether he's being honest or not, but he seems to be. I mean, you've never spoken to this person before, or spoken with anyone in this sort of a position before, and you can't think of any reason that you would have to lie. You don't know Rickard, you don't know his motives or anything like that. So, as far as you know, he's being honest. Claret sent for him then to go back.
Yes, it was an emergency.
Oh my. Well, he's on his way back, so that's fine.
When did he leave?
Early hours this morning, I would say. And he looks at the contraption above his head. Oh, would it be? Yes, about 6 hours ago. So he'll be a good portion of the way back. He was left in a hurry. He didn't take any of his things.
He didn't say why he left?
Not to me, certainly, no.
And do you know what the nature of his visit here in Omiridarr? Yeah. Do you know what the nature of his visit here in Omiridarr was about?
Naturally, yes.
Well, do go on.
I'm sorry, you haven't introduced yourself. I don't know who you are. You say you're from Lady Claret, looking for Rickard, but Rickard is gone. I'm at a loss as to why I should tell you anything about the inner workings of the city.
Rickard, with the utmost confidence, Soros says, Rickard is in grave danger, and I am in need to assist him, and he can only be privy to the information I know.
Make a deception check.
I roll an 18 with a +2 modifier in charisma.
Well,
20, natural 20. Well, not natural 20.
Well, he is on his way back to Ebonheart, so it seems luckily that the situation has resolved itself. He's on his way back, so...
But what was the situation?
How the bloody hell would I know? You just came here and said you're looking for Rickard. Now, that being said...
You were a friend of Rickard's. Am I just pursuing something that's maybe not DM was? Am I pursuing something
I'm
that's
not
just
like
okay. But he's your friend.
Yes, he is. And who is he to you?
More than you'll ever know.
Make a persuasion check?
This conversation's interesting.
Do you know as well, like...
I'm also
But
actually
like-
proficient in persuasion as well. Sorry, go on.
So it's like, if you're persuading someone, if what you say is actually persuading, that like, it's not like that changes the
I'll lower
DC
your
and stuff
DC.
as well. Yeah, so if you just say like, because I want to know, if you give like a reason, it's very persuasive, that will also lower the DC,
I
so
see,
you've got a better
I see.
chance to do it. So if you just say like, because I want to know, it's like, I need to know because it's of national importance, but it's going to be a bomb that's going to go off, and I need to stop it, like, stuff like
I
that.
see,
It's like,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, good point.
Depending on your argument,
Yeah.
we'll set the DC.
Yeah.
So this is like almost unpassable.
Yeah.
But if I was to say something else, it might be. Is that what you're saying?
I think you've already said it, but...
You've
I've
already
already
yeah.
said it this time, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, what if the situation
Yeah.
gone somewhere else and I'd said something like, yeah, there's a bomb, would you be like, oh, I'll tell you? I don't know, let's see.
Possibly, yeah.
I roll a 12 with +2 charisma and plus to that, so that's 16.
He takes his spectacle things off. I tell you what, my boy.
Well, forget about all the dancing around and you saying whatever the hell that means and me trying to say, ooh, I don't know you or whatever. Clarette must have sent you here for a reason. She never does anything without there being 3 or 4 contingency plans if something goes wrong. So she must have known there was something here for you. Would you consent to a bit of an examination?
What would be involved?
Nothing much. This machine to my right here is something I can use to look at you and see what might become. It might give us an idea as to just what you're doing here.
I know it does. What does the procedure involve?
Nothing much. No harm would come to you or anything like that. It's all on my end, the magical aspects of it. I just look at you through the right lens and see what I see.
I consent.
Alright.
There are. I'm trying to see if there's any. Can I do a perception check just to have a look at the machine and then see
Sure.
if I think it looks like rigged or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Well,
You're welcome to look at it up close. I would be astounded if you knew what you were looking at, but
well, the dice may roll in my favor, which they kind of do. 15. Have I got?
Yeah, you take a look. It's similar to the big one that's looking out of the window, but it's wider and it's not as short, and you can see through it, and it looks like sort of rippled glass almost, but it's slightly cloudy and a faint purple colour, and it's just a big round sort of lens of glass like this, with various bits that are coming off of it and stuff like that.
I say that will be fine.
all right. I do need to know a few things. Nothing personal, but I would need to know, for instance, your given name at birth.
Don't know if I'm gonna keep with the lie here. No, Soros Oldfire.
Soros Oldfire. Oldfire, then a translation from Old Thanecrian, is that right?
Correct.
To common, so Dissinam?
No.
Dissinam. Or is it the other way around with the fire? No. Inamadis?
Correct.
Yes. Ah, yes, yes. Old Thanecrian. Not what it used to be, but not bad. It seems. Alright, just stand up there for me, my boy. And it rolls, he gets up, and you can see now he picks up this gnarled, knotted wooden staff that has a lot of little ornaments and trinkets hanging off of it, and props himself up on it, and he's kind of hunched over, and he's like, oh, and stands up and pulls this thing around in front of the desk in front of you, and just sort of taps taps it with his staff, and the rippled glass just starts to ripple a little bit more and then becomes clear, and the cloudiness sort of all scatters off to the side, and it becomes a lot clearer, and the purple sort of spreads to the sides and becomes a lot darker around the side as well. And he just looks through it. Oh my. I see a great deal of tragedy has befallen you, my boy.
How much is the age difference between us?
He is very old looking, but he's stoneborn, so you're not sure. He could be most likely in his 80s and 90s.
My boy.
Like to us. And he's a stoneborn, so you assume that's about the age that he would be. But you don't know, you've never asked him. So, but you would assume he's old, he's very, very old looking. Oh dear. Well, I think I have my answer. Yes, that settles it then. I would make a suggestion to you. Stay in the city a while. Just a short while, and I'll gather together some of my things, and I think I may have a use for you here. I think that perhaps what you've been seeking this whole time is very simple and yet quite elusive. A purpose. A reason to live, rather than just an impulse to exist. And I might have that for you.
Ooh.
So, I would like to invite you to take a stroll in the outskirts of the city, in the farmlands where you would have come in from. I find it's an uncommonly good place to think. Take a seat, take in the surroundings. You meet all sorts of interesting people around there. And when the time is right, I will send for you. And it won't be long. I promise you that. Do you agree to that, my boy?
I agree. It doesn't seem like too much of a task.
Of course not. And you mustn't worry about Cody. I'll send him back.
Okay. How do you know about Cody?
I'm a seer and a sage. That is my occupation. I look through my lenses and I see things that would otherwise be obscured. Much to the chagrin of those who call me a charlatan, given my stone-born heritage.
Will Cody cry if I was to go leave him and let him to go without me?
Cody will be fine. I will send him back to Omiridarr. He'll have a full satchel of gold and a nice fresh horse.
Wait. Did I give you my token?
Yes.
Fuck. That was silly. I left him with my token. Can I get the fresh horse token myself? Or at least have it
the
retrieved?
token was to be returned to the stable master to indicate that Florette had sent you
Oh, right, okay, sorry, I thought it meant back again.
with the horse and you hadn't stolen it,
Right,
basically.
cool. Well, that was fair enough for me to do that. Cool.
An unorthodox first meeting, but you and I will make up for that, I'm sure.
We shall see, old man.
Yes, yes. Old indeed. Old and decrepit, but still some tricks up my sleeves, I assure you. Now, go for a walk. See the sights. Take in some fresh air. And just see what comes of it.
I get up to leave. And do a nod and walk out. I don't knock, I just leave.
He nods to you.
I nod back.
No.
What does he do?
Nothing. That's the exchange. He nods, you nod.
Does he go back to work or something?
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay. I go to leave the door, but before
And he-
I turn around again and nod. And then leave.
Wow.
And you knock at the door?
No.
No, you just walk out, yeah. You just walk out. And the door hits the guy who was standing outside. And he stumbles forward.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Why would you stay so close to the door?
I told you to knock.
Well, why did you stay so close to the door?
Because it's
Were you
my-
listening?
No.
Why would you be so close to the door?
Follow me, please. And he walks on.
I touch his cloak again.
Go ahead. Make a statue.
Go ahead.
15 plus what is it, sorry?
Dexterity.
So 14.
Yeah, it doesn't notice.
You said that
Walks on ahead of you.
I don't even try to rob it, but just
This time he takes you to the first set of stairs and he goes, I trust you can find your way back on your own.
I know.
Oh dear. And just walks
Oh dear.
I flip on the bird.
Yeah.
And then go down the stairs.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Ooh. Natural 20.
Oh, you actually find your way out. Yeah.
Oh, good.
It takes you a while, but you sort of try and retrace your steps, and you end up on a staircase where you can see the door, and you sort of try and get your bearings from there, and you end up making your way out. You step back out into the air of the city. Would you like to do as Pharisee suggested and go towards the outskirts, or is there anything you'd like to do first?
Do I see any signs for anything of importance or anything?
The district you're in just now is where all the sort of embassies are,
Right.
and the dignitaries are, and that sort of thing, and it's quite clear that that's the case, you know, from the sort of look of people and things. But there's no shops or anything like that in this district where the monolith is. You need to go further down into the city.
Would that be on the way?
Oh yeah, you pass through there.
I can buy potions and stuff like that, health potions, right?
Don't have any money with me.
You definitely can't afford it.
Oh. How much is, like, just so I'm aware, how much is a health potion?
A sort of normal health potion somewhere around 150 gold.
Yeah, I don't have enough of that. I could do with earning some money. Is there any taverns I can gamble?
If you want to try and find
No, it's 2 in the morning. Let's I just go to the prayer place. No, to the farmlands.
Yep, so you just head back out towards the area that you came in from the city, and you just have a bit of a wander around, and you do start to sort of feel a little bit of an ache, you know. It's for the longest time you just kind of led a simple life in the woods, and now you're running around all over the place fighting things and stuff, and it's kind of catching up on you, and so you decide to sort of have a sit down, and you find a spot, you find a sort of a nice willow tree that you like the look of, and there's a little wall next to it, and you go and you sit down, and you sort of look over to your left, to your right, sorry, and you see there's another chap sitting on this wall as well, and he's not looking up at you or anything, he's actually sitting with his head in his hands, going like this, and you sort of look at him for a little bit, and then look around, and you look at the tree, and it's just sort of gently swaying in the wind, and you look just at the base of the tree, and you can see that the ground there has just been freshly dug, and it looks like there's a freshly dug grave there, and it reminds you of a grave that you dug yourself, and one that the scars of which you still bear on your hands.
Music by David Devereaux.